What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is Full Gear Go Home Show for AEW Dynamite. I'm your host, Kaden. I'm joined by Tamara. Tamara, how are you on this Wednesday
Doing
evening?
swell. I'm doing swell. I'm actually watching Dynamite right now as we speak.
Yeah, that's what
Because
we're
this
doing.
is a watch along, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, we're doing a watch along of AEW Dynamite. It looks like we're starting with Bryan Danielson and Rocky Romero. Now, this has been
Yep.
trending the last few hours because of what Tony Khan said. Did you see
What did he
this?
say? I actually didn't. I was at work.
So Tony Khan, I'm gonna pull up the exact tweet just so I have it. But he made a little reference to a certain man who is in the United States currently, Kazuchika Okada, and he said Okada has spoken. Orange Cassidy and Best Friends are in Chaos. Chaos is the faction that Rocky Romero is part of. Rocky, think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Thank you to all the fans who support pro wrestling, and see you tonight on Dynamite.
Tony Khan is the king of dropping hints without giving away everything.
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see if Okada is going to show up tonight. I mean, we know he's in the U.S.
Yeah.
So,
And we know TNT doesn't really like surprises, but I think that was pre-warning.
yeah, I think like TNT is not a big fan of surprises, but there have been surprises, right? We've seen Malachi, Andrade. So
For sure.
I think they just didn't like the surprise with Sting. I think it's a little bit more acceptable if it's a guy like Okada who's more known to the fans than would be to the average viewer.
For sure.
All of the Best Friends, Statlander out there.
And
Oh, they're holding up
chain.
Chaos stuff.
Look at that drip.
Yeah, so Jeff, friend of the show, Jeff Flipman, was saying that until they mention New Japan on AEW Dynamite, then he's not considering it canon, even though it was mentioned on Twitter. There it is. They're holding up Chaos.
Jeff was also saying that the relationship between New Japan and AEW was over.
They just held up Chaos towels. That's confirmed.
I was like,
yeah, best friends. Are, I can't hear what they're saying. I don't have audio in, so I cannot hear what the commentators are saying. But they just held up a Chaos towel, Chris Statlander. So I would assume by doing that, that means that Chaos is that they're part of Chaos. They said that on Twitter, and New Japan, and there's the open door, forbidden door. All right, this is the match that I really wanted to talk about. The reason why we were doing the watch along. Rocky Romero and Bryan Danielson. This should be a really solid match between the two. Both very talented. Rocky Romero's AEW Dynamite debut.
I said before, anything Danielson does is probably going to be my favorite thing of the week. Cause
yeah, Danielson's got two big matches this week. He's got this one against Romero. He's got on Saturday against Miro, which they're promoting right now. Miro versus Bryan Danielson in the world title eliminator tournament final. So it should be good. It should be a pretty fun match between these two guys tonight. Good exhibition.
Shoulder check.
Yeah, Danielson's in complete control. He's going after the quad now a little bit.
Attacking the leg. Okay.
Yeah, he is attacking the leg, but Romero turns it into an arm bar. It looks like it's going to be very technical. I have not watched enough of Rocky's matches to know the style of wrestling that he wrestles, but it looks like they're going to make this very technical so far.
I haven't either.
Yeah, this is the forbidden door right here. It's
not Danielson still has a bit of a black eye.
Yeah, I saw that a little bit. Yeah.
He did say in AEW we're going to see him really tear it up in the ring.
That's what he's been doing. He's been wrestling every single week. I would assume that he takes a little bit of a break after the match with Miro.
You think he disappears?
I don't think he disappears. I think he might just go away for a week or two and spend some time at home. I think he's good. I think they're gonna sell that he's killed by Miro.
Miro sent him to his god, yeah.
Orange Cassidy has a Chaos towel right now on his shoulder. So
Not subtle at all.
yeah, again, Jeff, if you're saying that this New Japan Forbidden Door is closed, Orange Cassidy is now a member of a New Japan stable. Impact members are part of New Japan stables, like Chris Bay.
He also said that the relationship with Impact was over, if I remember right.
I don't think it's completely over. I think it's probably done for now. I actually have heard that the relationship is done. I know multiple, like Sean Ross Sapp has said, he has heard the relationship is over. That they're done.
Well, define the relationship. Like, I'm defending my title on your show type shit. Because I'm pretty sure they're going to exchange talent back and forth.
The crossover. There has not been an Impact AEW crossover in weeks.
Yeah.
Since Bound for Glory, and even then, you haven't seen the Good Brothers on the show in about a month and a half. And
so you heard that the relationship was over as well?
Yeah, I have heard the relationship with Impact is over, from what I understand.
I think that down the road we're still going to see more of that. Maybe not right now, like you said.
I think it's possible, but from everybody has been saying, multiple reports did come out that Bound for the Glory was the end of the relationship. It was getting that title off of
Christian.
Off of Christian, that was going to end the relationship between them for the time being.
I think that would be the second time that Impact made like a relationship with another company to get Christian. They did the same with WWE.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Orange Cassidy was feeling that one. He was biting his hand like that.
Brian's like, Rocky told Brian, he's like, come on, give me some more. Oh, Wheeler's got a match with Wardlow tonight. Yeah, it looks like this is going to be a go-home show where they're going to do not major matches like they did. Like the last week, they had like a few major matches. This week aren't the major matches, but they're more tune-ups for some people that have matches on the pay-per-view and getting people on the show that need to be on the show to push the storylines, which I'm okay. I think that's how go-home shows should always be. That's what I did not like.
And if you have like a debut on a go-home show, that just creates excitement.
Yeah, you want to create excitement for the pay-per-view. That's why you have Brian right now against Rocky Romero. You got some people talking about it. Okada on Twitter, he's trending on Twitter, so people are talking about that whole thing. So you got people talking, and now you're going to get people excited by having them watch Brian wrestle before he gets killed by Miro.
Let Brian get a win, gain momentum.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like what I said on a podcast we recorded yesterday that's not out yet. They always give kind of momentum to the guy that's going to lose. Oh, I didn't even notice Matt was in the crowd.
Oh, yeah. Cassidy and Hardy. They've been still doing, like, they haven't done anything in their feud since the ladder match about a month ago at this point. So they haven't built on that story again since then, but like they've been doing like in ring, they've been doing Matt Hardy at ringside for Orange Cassidy segments and Best Friend segments for a few weeks now to kind of like still keep like, cause that storyline is still going. They're just not in the ring because they have other things they need to do, but Matt Hardy still hates Orange Cassidy.
It's subtle storytelling. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have an issue with that. Like that's been going on for a few months. You don't need them to constantly be in the ring together because I think it's okay for them to go off and do their own thing and be in their own separate little stories and still kind of build to that whenever you're eventually going to have it. Because who knows when they're going to do that match. But I think that could be a match. It's possible that they add that to the pay-per-view. I think that could be a buy-in match if they wanted to do it there, or you could add it to the main card if you're not going to add Pac and Cody.
Yes. Depending on how long they want to make the buy-in, you could do both.
Yeah, I think you could add a women's match I think you should have one of the women's matches in the buy-in. I actually do think the women 100%. Should be in the. Yeah, I like having women on the buy-in. I wish they were on the main card. Like I think it's awesome.
Well, they are, but like...
yeah. Well, like I wish there were 2 matches on the main card, obviously. But I'm very okay with them being on the buy-in because it shows off how good the talent is, and it puts a good amount of respect. Ooh, German right there.
We got a close fall there.
Yeah.
If they sign some of the names that WWE just released, we'll be getting 2 women's matches on a main pay-per-view show in a while.
But my point was, I like the women being on the buy-in because it shows the talent, and I think it's a prominent position in this company. If you're put in that spot to get people to potentially buy a pay-per-view, that's a big spot.
100%.
Unlike in WWE, where it's like, oh, you're on the pre-show, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, it just means you're not going to get paid when the show sells.
Yeah. All right, so Rocky up at the top.
Brian Danielson.
Brian looking for here.
Oh.
Oh, he turned it into a
I thought that
body.
Brian was going for a German, but I think Romero reversed it.
No,
Oh,
I think Brian was going for a Saito.
okay.
And it got turned into a crossbody. Oh. He's gonna try to stack him, get the pin down, get the shoulders down.
Oh, I knew he was about to say that.
Yeah. I had a feeling it was coming. I was just wondering if Brian was gonna be able to get him up because Brian's not known for doing shit like that.
And that was a brute strength thing. One arm, he picks up Romero, slams him down.
Yep. Both men down. Got a 10 count going. Do a quick little Twitter check to see if anything's going on. People talking about Brian being in the conversation for Wrestler of the Year. We'll talk about that during the commercial break on if we think he should be a Wrestler of the Year contender. Nothing else really going on. I mean, we'll see if Okada comes out, obviously.
Yeah.
That would break the internet. I did say on our podcast that we recorded yesterday that will be released later this week that I think Okada is going to come out next week, not this week.
I see. After the pay-per-view.
Yeah, I think they're going to save him for after the pay-per-view.
Huh.
Unless you're doing Brian and Okada at the pay-per-view, which you're not. I would save it. And I think you could see Brian and Okada on that third night of Wrestle Kingdom, whether it's for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship or not, because Okada has that match on night one of Wrestle Kingdom against Shingo Takagi after winning the G1. So you could, that third night in the US, if you want to do the match there, you could do it at Revolution. You could do it in the Tokyo Dome at night two, in the Tokyo Dome, or you could do it in the US. And I think it's more possible that it happens in the US, considering they're not doing buddy matches in Okada in Japan.
It's more likely, yeah.
Yeah, I would have said that it would have been in the Tokyo Dome, but with the restrictions, I don't think AEW wants.
That's what I was about to say.
Going across.
It has nothing to do with. I mean, Tokyo Dome would be better, but it has everything to do with COVID restrictions.
Yeah, right now, unless something major changes, and Okada's in the U.S., so who knows how long he stays here? But while he's here, I said it. Ooh. Brian transitioned that. It was a little weird looking for a second, but it looked kind of clean too.
Oh,
smashing the head in.
We've seen this from Brian a lot.
This is when you get your head kicked.
Oh, here we go. Label lock.
Yeah, he's going for that label lock now. Can he get it in? Oh, now he's transitioning. Oh, into a single leg Boston Crab.
Oh, he tapped immediately.
He tapped out immediately.
Danielson wins.
Like Boston Crab. Another submission for Danielson. Danielson consistently using these new or different ways to put away his opponent. Yeah.
Man of 1,000 holds.
Yeah, he's the new man of 1,000 holds.
You can tell Brian's having the time of his life, too.
Oh, yeah. He loves this. Yeah, Miro and Brian Danielson. That was a solid match. A good tune-up match for Brian. Nothing amazing, but it was good. I thought it did its job.
We got to see great moves from both guys.
Yeah, no Okada. That's where Okada would have come, I think. So, yeah, no Okada.
Oh, really?
That's where Okada would have been. I did not think.
Oh, I'm excited for this. Okada, 3-woman tag.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if people are talking about if they mentioned Chaos on commentary, which I'm assuming they did. Just looking over things.
Oh, Jericho. Speaking of Jericho, they got him on the screen right now. He made some comments about MJF, and that was kind of trending before the show.
What happened?
Jericho made comments about MJF.
Talk about this, because I did not see this.
He pretty much said that when MJF brought up Lex Luger being in a wheelchair in his promo against Sting, that he said it would make people uncomfortable and turn off the show. And he said that you can't go too inside baseball, and you also have to toe the line when you're doing a shoot promo to not just, aim for the low hanging fruit. Similar to a topic we covered yesterday on the podcast that we've mentioned 3 times now that will be out later in the week.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Yeah, I believe Chaos was mentioned on commentary. I think somebody said like that. I guess Shivani was kind of confused about something with it. So yeah, it looks like Chaos was.
Shivani Botch, we love it.
Well, it's commercial. I'm gonna go ahead and while we got a little break going, let's talk about. We'll look at the card for the rest of the night. We have, I think, Pac versus Dax Harwood's going to be a really good match. We talked about this, like a lot of the stuff we talked about on the podcast that's going to be released later this week. Have not been able to release some stuff yet, just due to timing and everything like that. But I think it's going to be a really good match. I don't know who they're going to have win it because, Dax has his match. I was talking about how they're going to do the winner of Dax and Pac because Dax has a pay-per-view match, but Pac has to have that third match with Andrade. So it's kind of a lose-a-lose for me on who wins.
For sure. What could you do? Which do you feel should come first?
I think it's more important to give the single star the win.
I agree. I concur. In terms of what we were talking about, Danielson being Wrestler of the Year.
Yeah, I think Danielson for sure right now has my vote for Wrestler of the Year. Yes, he took a few months off, but you look at what he did in those months. He had multiple. Did he win Elimination Chamber? Was that?
Did he win a?
He did, right? Because he won Elimination Chamber, and then
Is that how he got into the?
Yeah, that's how he had his match with Roman.
Yeah,
so he's won Elimination Chamber. He main evented WrestleMania. He fought Roman twice for that championship. He came into AEW and had one of the biggest pops ever seen. And then, biggest pops in AEW. And then you go into his matches with Kenny, Dustin, Bobby, all these match of the year contenders he keeps having, Minoru Suzuki, and now he has Miro. Like he's putting it up there. He's putting in the bid.
We've got Shivani in the ring right now. He's talking. We're back from commercial.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch over to AirPods so I can at least listen.
Inner Circle's coming out.
That's what I was thinking, which, not excited for.
Oh, man. They're going to be singing Jericho's theme right now.
Yep. We're singing Judas, which we will not be singing for copyright reasons. Yeah, they're all singing it. Yeah, they have the secondary set right now. I believe that's their secondary set because the secondary set has the bigger screen in the middle.
I see. That's true. And then the primary one has kind of like those. Oh,
the primary one.
There we go. Top team is running out.
I'm a little bit behind you, but yeah, they're top team.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, about 10 seconds behind you. American Top Team beating that ass. Well, I mean, this just confirms that we know who's winning the match on
Inner Circle.
Saturday. Ugh.
Disappointed. I mean, we're not going to give away too much for the podcast we recorded yesterday, but we talked about this feud, how we feel about it. I would have liked to see Top Team take the win, but I know that that's just not happening.
Oh, I'm not excited for this match at all. I don't care.
I'm sure the match will be good.
I think it'll be okay.
I just oh damn. They gut punch Sammy. I gut punches in wrestling. I always feel that right in my gut. It hurts. Um, I would have been excited to see because I like Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky. I want to see what how far they can go with this shtick.
Yeah, they're gonna throw in Santana into those stairs. Obliteration right now.
Dang. They've got all kinds of weapons, by the way. They've got kendo sticks. They've got garbage cans, lids of garbage cans. Like
Minneapolis Street Fight. They're giving them a little taste of what's going
yeah,
to come this Saturday in Minneapolis.
Bellator T-shirt.
Andre Arlovsky, with the Bellator T-shirt. I believe that's Arlovsky. The other guy might be Arlovsky. I don't know. There's one member of that group who's not Andre Arlovsky. Oh no, there's Ethan Page. I don't know which one's Arlovsky, but I think it
was he the one who wrestled and made his.
He's the one who is wrestling on Sunday or Saturday. He's the guy. He's also in that match.
Oh, they're gonna give Lambert. Oh wow, they're gonna give him a spot. He's gonna powerbomb Jericho through the table.
Lambert has wrestling
Look
experience.
At that.
He's wrestled in MLW and TNA.
Whoa.
I mean, he did it. Lambert had a powerbomb through the table on Jericho. American Top Team in the ring. He might be broken in half. Scrubbiest guy cutting a good promo so far.
Yeah.
Ethan Page now.
This just confirms that Lambert's taken the pin.
Oh yeah, for sure. Also, I can hear your volume a little bit if I'm turning it down just a tiny bit. Tamara.
Yeah.
Can you turn that down just a little bit? I can hear it.
You can hear it.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't have it loud. I have it in my headphones. I don't know why you can hear that.
Don't know why. I just know I can hear it.
Can you hear it now?
No.
Okay, I just refreshed it.
Talking about Rocky Johnson. Okay. Sure, Ethan. Whatever you say. All right, let's move on. That was fine. Yeah. Did its job.
And it stopped the crowd from singing, so we love that. We didn't need to hear that for 20 minutes.
It put over the match. That's what go-home shows need to do. They need to put over the matches that are going to be happening on the pay-per-view. They did a good job of that. And yeah, we got that match coming up this Saturday at Full Gear. The Inner Circle taking on Scorpio Sky, Ethan Page, American Top Team consisting of Junior Dos Santos, Andre Arlovsky, and Dan Lambert. It's a Minneapolis street fight.
Nice. They're giving us a promo right now.
Yeah, promo for Full Gear. Pretty stacked card.
November 13th, 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah. I think we're looking for. I think we're missing like one or two more matches though. It's a little short for an AEW pay-per-view. Only 8 matches overall without a buy-in yet. We'll at least get a buy-in
for sure.
And Jeff Goldblum's show on Disney Plus.
Modelo.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the first 25 minutes of AEW Dynamite. We're going to be coming back here. There'll be obviously a new stream. So probably this stream's not running for an hour. But we're going to be coming back here and talking about the main event of the show. And then we'll give our overall thoughts before signing off for the night. So make sure you guys join us in about an hour or so. And we'll see you all then. Peace out.
Sayonara.